Alright guys, welcome back. So I'm filling in as substitute today. We're not going to watch a movie, I'm going to actually walk you through this. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by doing some outlines. Is kind of just get the vibe, figure out what we're doing. Just kind of edge things in. And yeah, as soon as we get this done, we can start adding details, we can start adding polka dots, getting all the frilly bits, gills, put it all together. And yeah, just try to fill in the space, make good use of it. Add some stripes here for character. I have no idea what these things actually look like. We're just going to get as close as we can imagine it to be. And then, yeah, we're gonna get it onto the black paper, start filling it in with all the deep ocean depression spark. I have no idea what they name these makeups. It's always something crazy, so I just figured that was it. Add a little bit of these like sardine sparkles or whatever this white color is. Use your industrial Q-tip. Don't be afraid to get in there, get those edges nice and filled in. And if it looks like you did too much or you're not sure what you're doing, just call it shading. That's what the pros do. So just keep filling it in, get all the gaps, Make sure we're not overdoing it too much of one color here or there. Add a little bit of, I have no idea what this color is called. It looks like if the Queen of England farted. There we go. Yep. There we go. Fill it all in. Make sure we're getting a nice color balance. You don't want it to lean too heavy, too bright, too dark, Just give it a little bit. Fill it all in. Blend the edges in a little bit, kind of make it all mesh together. There we go. Yep. And don't be afraid to go back over it. If you don't like it the first time, you can always hit a bit more. I think we're going to hit up a paint marker. Start filling in all the details. Get all these nice polka dots in here. There we go. There we go. All right. And this is where you're just making sure the details that pop out. Take a little bit of black, edge some things up, make some color corrections if you have to here or there. There we go. You're just trying to give it character, give it a little bit of a life here. Because it is just a piece of paper, but we're going to try to make it look as close to real life as we can. A few more polka dots, a little bit more texture. Darken up little bits of it here, just to make sure that, everything's not super unrealistic. We're trying to go for something special here. Okay, and then we're going to add some sheen to it. Give it that Edward Cullen diamond tip skin vibe, just make sure it's nice and sparkly. Come back in, fix up the edges a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. And we are just making sure that the outline looks real good, getting that kind of wetter look, make it look like it's actually part of the ocean. There we go. Fill in some more details. Start working our way to the tip of the tail there. Filling in those lines. There we go. And don't be afraid, a little excess is never a problem. You can always, blend it in later. Make it look like it's actually supposed to be there. Nobody knows what you're going for until you're done with it anyway. So, you can just lie your way through the back half. There we go. There we go. Just doing up the tail. A few more polka dots. Trying to make sure we've got some consistency from tip to tail on this thing. There we go. A little bit more sparkle. If your hands don't look like you're Edward Cullen by the end of this, you did it wrong. All right. And then we're edging up, but in the family-friendly way. There we go. There we go. And boom. Look at that. It's a